What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode on the STBN server. Today, I'm going to give you guys a bit of an update. I've been hard at work building those things that I said I was going to be doing. First one was the auto potion brewer with the automatic refilling. So you can see we've got everything all hooked up here. We've got our dispensers, droppers, hoppers, and everything all installed in the back here. I just realized I think I'm missing a block right there. Nope, I'm not. It's the same all the way around. We got our water source in here. We've got all the selections for everything we never need. We got all the storage and everything that we'd ever need up there. And you can see there's a bit of a difference right there. That right there, it's quartz. Shh. I know, looks different. That's cool. Let's take a peek around the back. Holy crap. I know, right? Like, holy shit. It's insane, man. All the way around, tons of comparators and repeaters and torches and everything. Redstone dust, like you name it, we've got it all in there. Missing one thing right there, which I don't have on me. It's the cauldron. Just missing it for this last spot that goes right here. We've got everything you can imagine up in here as well. I think down the far end there is more stuff. You can see I got it all dug out in here. The only thing I have to do is set up the timing on these guys here for the little bit of the hopper dropper clock, and we have everything that you could ever imagine all set up here. This actually is the railway that leads to the iron farm and goes back to my base, and that's where the iron farm is, actually right down here. I haven't been down here in a while. I killed the horse. See, I pushed one off the edge, and then I killed the other one that was here because I've got so many friggin' horses, I don't even know what to do with it. And then when I came back here, there was two more stuck in here. So we're not doing too bad, to be honest with you. I haven't really been doing much of anything in here. Cleared out my inventory. Everything seems to be functioning okay. We're probably going to be upgrading that very soon to do a third level on it. Won't be doing a whole lot of that on camera. It'll be more or less like, this is what I'm doing. Okay, I've done it. Have a nice day. Here's the back part of this, which, let's see, can we get up here? Ooh, almost. So here's the whole setup over here. You've got your minecart that's going to be running back and forth. I don't have this turned on right now because I don't have any of the ingredients that I need to be able to sustain having this thing actually running full time. So I figured there's no point in doing it until I get all the ingredients. But as you guys know, I've been doing things kind of a weird way where I have you know, things being worked out, I guess you could say. A few things I've actually changed here. The HUD display. You can see now that the hearts and the chicken bones, they are in high definition. Now, same thing goes for the menu. The entire menu thing, everything's all done up in full HD. The other thing, might be able to show you because we're going to be going outside anyways. So this is going to be disappearing soon, this little hole here, so we can actually have this be the hidden part of the base. Let's actually sleep first, that way we can have daytime, or actually, you know what, nighttime might be nice too. And we'll get a taste of both, because what I've actually done, I have the new 110 pack on. I'll go here, options, resource packs. So you can see here, pixel related atmosphere. It's not incompatible, it actually does work. And then I have the HD GUI, HD text, and then I have Lithos Core 106 for 19110. You can put in dramatic skies. I'll take this out and I'll show you guys the difference, because it does make it really dramatic, and I mean almost over dramatic. Yeah, so very cool effect though, very cool. What the hell is a piece of wood doing there? I think that's been there for a while. I'll show you guys what the daytime looks like for the dramatic skies. Like at night, it just always looks like it's storming, and it kind of brings you down. It's like, I don't know, man. So inventory tweaks works for 110. Journey map works for 110, even though it's actually only 194. Install it, trust me, it works. You can see the mini-map up there. Nothing between 194 and 110 actually changed game-wise. So you can see the daytime sky. Like I said, ooh, dramatic. That's pretty much the reason why I went with this one here. It's a realistic sky. Yes, I do. Because you can see 192, and that seems to be working okay. This one says, oh, it's incompatible. But it's not. And I'll show you what I mean. When you put that in for the skies, it actually changes it up. Done. Back to game. There. Less dramatic. You know, nice fluffy clouds. Just kind of looks nice. I like it. I like it. So the other thing I wanted to update with you guys. Remember I said I was going to be working on this? Oh man. So we got to take a peek at that. Also, I'm going to get some wood before I go. And the reason why, I'll tell you why. Actually, I'll show you when I get there. It'll be easier to just kind of show you rather than try and explain it. Because it is a very unique mob farm, but there's a bit of a catch to the way that things are set up. Sausage has been dicking around here. Where the hell? There it is. Spruce. Let's see, do we not have, like, you know, shitty old birch or anything kicking around for chests? Bookshelves, dark oak. I don't think so. Okay. Let's see, do we have regular oak? No. Okay, let's just, oops, take a half a stack of that. There. Should be good to go. So I've been hard at work working on this, and that's why this is an update episode, because both projects have taken an obscene amount of hours. You can see the farm here that I built. It's kind of funny because Taco's been working on his for a while now, like about a year, and since I finally got the sorting system put in, I was like, I'm building a creeper farm, like creeper only. And then like 3 days later, I was like, hey, creeper farm's done. And he's like, wait, what? Also, we got this. Hey, Chills, thanks again for all the netherrack. And it's another wart, too. Here's a chest full of sand and glass. Hopes this helps. If you need more, just let me know. The Admiral. So he gave us a full chest of sand and a full chest of glass. Thank you very much for that, Admiral. That is super badass. I do appreciate that. The only thing I don't like is the dots that you see right here. But you will see that this does work really well. I have been clearing out the underground, so I have all the what do you call it? Come on, climb, damn it! I have all the caves lit up, pretty much all of them, and you can see there he is, bobbing his head. I'm gonna be coming down this way soon. And my AFK spot, right there. But I want to show you guys, so you know what I'm talking about. Okay, let's go up and up and up and up. Okay, so here's the general setup of this entire thing. There is one problem that I've run into here, and I don't know how it happens, but I think because, like, say, see this one here, see how there's a gap right here? That's technically a block. Same with that there. So I think what I may end up having to do is something like this, where I turn the boat around. Uh-oh, that didn't work. That didn't work at all. Because what I was hoping for is to be able to get the boats even more lined up, like a lot closer. Because, see, if I walk into it, I can push it, but you end up walking on top of it as well as pushing it. Because you create this gap, and then what happens is these guys actually spawn on that gap in between and get stuck in the friggin' boat. And it could be anything. It could be a zombie or a skeleton or a creeper or all of the above. So that's why I brought these pieces of wood here, because I'm going to have to craft a bunch of boats. And, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Because of the news, see, look. Oh yeah, that's badass. That was so badass. I love it. So that friggin' boat's now inside the system. That sucks ass. Because the whole thing is spawn proof. Like, there's no spawning area for them to spawn. And the only thing I can think of is, like, right there. That's a block. See, that covers that block there. This here is not a covered block, whereas this is. That may be, but that is for sure. So that's why I was thinking you might have to, you know, get in these boats and, oops, actually line them up and make sure that, you know, you've got them where they gotta go. Because otherwise, see, I'm squishing the other boat now. Where am I? Okay, so that's got to go back this way. And it's a whole lot of finagling. I mean, in all honesty, it's not a big deal. For me AFKing for an hour, I may have 3 skeletons and a creeper. So, not the end of the world. Let's do that. And that, and there we go. Got 4 boats, and I need to go over here. Oh, and we'll park you. Maybe one right there. See, that's what happens though, is they end up flopping. So this, yeah, that won't work. Oh shit! Now I'm gonna go through the farm. That's not a good thing. Okay, so we're back up here now, back on top where we belong. So we got this stupid zombie sitting here. How you doing, buddy? So see, we moved these boats as close as we can without pushing them over the edge, right? And the goal is to try to get these as close together and as like pinched in as you can. So see that gap that's there. I'm trying to avoid having that happen. I need to be able to place a boat right in there. That won't let me. I'm this stupid guy. Like, seriously, just go away. Because when you're inside a boat like that, oh yeah, if you set things on fire, it actually stays that way too. We can go down here. Let's see, I got a boat out of place here. So that's got to go back this way. And you guys can see why it took as long as it did for me to put this together, because it's such a pain in the ass to get these things to line up the way that they should. This guy, you gotta go. There you go. Okay, so I don't know what the hell happened there, but see, when you got something like this right there, you know, you gotta bring these in like so. This guy's got to be back here, and you got to try to get so that you have a gap. So see how I'm trying to push these apart, and it's causing these things to go away like that. And that's where it became such a pain in the ass for me to do, because you think you've got one thing set up, you can't put anything in here, so it doesn't work. You put one in there, but it pushes this one further to the side, so you can't actually hit it. I found if you're on the edge here, you can kind of push things into place, but again, it may knock 1 or 2 out of alignment, and once you've done that, you're forever, you know, trying to run along and get these things put in place. Because what's happening with this being 7 high, the gap that's underneath, it only allows creepers to spawn. Oh shit. And that's what the problem is. There we go, give me that back. Let's go. Oh, there's a creeper stuck in there. Oh, he's in the friggin' boat. There we go. Okay, so he's gone down. Okay, so that won't stick anyone. Let me get out of here, guys, and I'll meet you back at the front, and I'll take you to show you the storage side of things. All right, guys. So here we are underwater. And this is the tunnel, or the pathway, I guess, that leads to... What the hell is the boat doing here for? Is there a creeper or something inside here? No? Alright, no idea why that's there. Anyways, this is the drop tube for the creepers. So I got the green stuff, or the green glass there, goes to the clear. drops all the way down here, and the only way in right now that I have is right here until I connect it with the railway station. So you come in here, it's got the tube going all the way down, and you can see creepers falling. Now, as far as I know, there should be no mobs. Why there's one over there? That's probably pretty far away. Yeah, because all the caves around here, even over this side, like this area has been lit up. I don't know why those guys are there, but so I set up a little drop area here, and there's my boats. I haven't been AFK at it for a while. The zombie went down there as well. A couple more from that. There you go. There's 4. You can see it works damn good, even with all the mobs around me. It's doing really damn good. So I have an idea, and of course, you know, me being me, gotta go big or go home. And well, as you heard in my voice, I'm saying it with a big large sigh, because what I've decided to do is probably at about this level, so level 70, I'm gonna go up 128 blocks from here. And I'm going to be building myself another wart farm at 198 blocks. So that what happens when we are at the nether wart farm and we are riding back and forth, I think this thing is about 180 blocks long. We're going to be planting and harvesting nether wart up in the sky, AFK up above this. And what's going to happen, I think, and I have to check because I can't remember if you have to be within 16 blocks, 16 to 24 blocks for this thing to spawn. If that's the case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build it right on top of the lid, like right on top of this big square thing. So I'll have to check and see what the spawn mechanics are, and I think in order for things not to despawn, it may even have to be including that, because if I'm more than 128 blocks away from that, then it will despawn. Because I think you can't be any more than 16 chunks away or something like that, 12 to 16 chunks away, or it'll despawn. And I don't want things falling all the way down there just to despawn. So maybe being 128 blocks from the very bottom all the way up to wherever that would take me. So might be like 130, and I may end up having to just kind of build it right up on top of this thing. Regardless, like if I need to AFK here overnight to get gunpowder, I don't really care, versus being at the nether wart farm right on top of this thing, because it's going to expand out 60 blocks that way and 60 blocks that way. So it is a huge farm, purely AFKable. It auto plants and stuff like that. Basically, you're just going to hold down right click, and then there's a timer, and the timer goes off every half hour to allow the nether wart to grow. You go back through, and what happens is it's using like the shifting piston method, where things are basically going to get knocked off. The plant will get knocked off by other pistons above it, and as you're riding in a minecart, you'll go through and you'll pick up all the nether wart, and that will refill your inventory, which will allow you to replant the 160 or so that are there, and you can continue doing this loop every half hour for as long as you want. So that's the plan for that. And then the next thing I'm going to be doing is with Breezy, coming up in one of my next episodes. I'm going to be heading to the end with her, and we're going to go out and get ourselves a set of elytras, because neither one of us actually have them yet. We haven't been to the new 110. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. If you didn't see my other episode, we 110 hype, and we are actually in it now, so everything is working for 110. I've got it all set up and stuff like that. I want to start building this area over here, but I want the purple blocks and the what the hell is it, end stone, like this maybe. I don't know, I think there's 3 blocks, but I want to get it for the wall that's here, and then also for this area here, just to enclose this area right here. So this little one wide all the way up to the top, and then I'll have a set of stairs that go around to kind of, you know, make it look kind of flush. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Sausage's idea, which I may have, yeah, I can't remember exactly what it was. Let's just grab the whole friggin' stack. We'll figure this out together, because I'll show you Sausage had another idea, which I think you guys may have seen if you've been watching all my episodes. off. We go like this, and we do this. Yes. So we grab one of these guys, and what he was saying is to break up that kind of craziness that was there, we take this. What's up, guy? And we were to replace it with that. So let's do a couple more. Oops. There, we got enough for 2 more. So let's do that, just so that we have, for comparison purposes. There, and jump down. So he was saying to replace it like that, and I think that's a great idea, just to kind of, you see how it kind of starts to go crazy when you're looking at it. He says to break it up, put that little thing with the dot in there, and that'll help to, you know, make it look a lot nicer, and I completely agree. Still got a few blocks to clean up here and put up in certain spots that I apparently missed. I don't know how, but whatever. Also still have to work on fixing the clock, but as you may know, there's been a few personal in-life things, work and family and stuff like that, that have really been eating up a lot of time, and unfortunately haven't been able to pump out as many videos, which is why I dropped this down to 1 episode per week. Because of the amount of time that I invest in these episodes, like to build this bad boy right here, gathering all the resources and all that kind of stuff from quartz, just not the stone, but the redstone, sorry, and all that kind of stuff to be able to make all the lamps and do all the work in the back. You're talking like 50, 60, 70 hours, and it's not easy work. I'm not complaining, because I love doing these things, because this is like what I live for. This kind of stuff, I do it to prove to myself that I can do it, and also to better understand the redstone that's behind it, and say, why is it doing this, and why do I have these, where they are, why are they doing what they do. And I found the best way to teach myself about the redstone is to just start building some really complex things, and the more I do it, the more I'm understanding, oh, okay, that's why this is happening, and that's why we've got that plugged into that block there, and all that kind of stuff. So still have to finish building this off, like, you know, closing it in. I'm gonna have it so that the wall comes all the way around to the side, much like this one does here, and then the wall will actually fill in to here. So that's where we'll have the rest of that other, I guess it's going to be obsidian, purple clay, quartz, and probably purple glass, glowstone, a whole bunch of purple and white and gray and all that kind of stuff. Trying to think of something trippy to do with it, and it'll just kind of come to me as I do it. I haven't really gone into creative or anything like that to start designing. So, but the next project on the list, guys, is going to be the big, huge nether wart farm. Super OP. Probably going to get us like 1,000 nether wart every. I don't know, not every harvest, but pretty damn close. Maybe every hour we'll get 1,000 quart or nether wart. So we'll have to see how that turns out, guys. I'm actually going to start working on that now, and in the next episode I'll kind of show you guys what I'm doing and give you an outline of it, and might even do a little bit of building with you guys on camera, because it's not overly complicated. The problem with this build here is it's going to take about another 500 to 600 pistons. That build right there took about, I think it was 380. This one here probably took about 40. This one here was another one that took about 250. So pistons is the hot commodity, and that's really why I really wanted the seed for this world, so I can actually look into making a slime chunk. And that's also another project we'll have to undertake as well, is digging out just a single chunk. I don't want to go nuts and do like 10 chunks, but you can see with me having as many projects as I have like this, like even that one there, that was one that was 540 pistons. It's a huge deal to undertake and be able to get all the resources for these projects. So the project itself may have taken me 20-30 hours. The resource gathering was probably another 50, and then the actual lighting of caves and all that was another 10 hours. So it's a lot of game time to be able to get these projects up and running, and that's why the episodes drop down a little bit. So I apologize for this just being more of an update and showing you what's around kind of an episode, but I felt like it was necessary, because I just kind of showed you that this is what I'm going to be building. I'm going off camera, so peace out. And now we have this beautiful piece of landscape already done, and yeah, we're going to start to clean this up a little bit and put ourselves a netherwort farm in there. Maybe we'll start selling some of those red netherwort and nether brick blocks. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this update video, and if you did, you know what to do. If you have any other ideas of things that I should build, let me know. I'm definitely interested in that, and make sure you keep in tune for the adventure that me and Breezy are going to go on when we get to go to the end and pick out our elytras and hopefully gather some chorus fruit plants and all that other kind of crap. That'll probably would be one of the most exciting things about 110. Is just getting out there to experience the new end. Other than that, it's like, woohoo, same old Minecraft. Yeah, a couple new blocks. But other than that, I guess we'll have to wait and see. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.